Sorry, would you have a bit of change, please? God bless you. Hi, guys. Small change, please, people. A small change, please, sir. Good afternoon. Good morning. Morning, ma'am. How are you? Would you be able to help us for a cup of tea, please?
Any spare change, please? Thank you. Have a nice day, miss. God bless.
Spare a little change, please, lads. God bless you all. Have a good day, lads.
Spare some change, please.
Spare a bit of change, ladies, if you can. God bless.
Are you any spare change to the homeless, please? No, brother, God bless you.
Spare bit of change to homeless, please. Spare bit of change, please. Spare bit of change to homeless, please. Spare bit of change, please. Spare bit of change to homeless, please. Spare bit of change, please. Spare bit of change to homeless, please. Spare bit of change, please.
Pretty cold tonight. Yeah. January is it's like there's not much left in the terms of the kitty, like, you know, there's not much money left in. And so people are saying, I've spent a lot of Christmas, nothing left there. January's definitely a tough one for everybody, you know. Will anyone spare a bit of change? Any small change, please, anybody? My toes like it's got frostbite. But you like pair of socks on, that's about it. Like those nylon socks, you know, the way, look. And these were soaking, and the shoes were soaking, and there wasn't any heat at all in them, you know. And everything was soaking, you know, basically. And that wasn't bad enough when I was sleeping in the doorway. Someone turned on, you know, the plants, and the water came out of the plants on top of me then, the cold water. So it was soaked in as well, you know. It's very painful. It's like, you know, they're literally frozen. From wet socks to wet trainers, you know. Everything's soaked, you're not able to change your clothes. You just have to let them dry into your body, you know. I wake up and I just walk around and I tap a little bit. And if I don't make anything like most days, I just go back and I lie down in the doorway. And I'll be honest with you, I cry myself. I do a lot of that lately because I'm in pain, you know.
Any spare change, please? Thank you, miss. Have a nice day. God bless. I've been out in the rain without any rain bottoms, and it's not the best, I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, you do get a kidney infection, and you will You will get, girls are prone to that, to be honest with you, but no, it's not the best in the rain. But now I got rain bottoms off a woman, and I don't really say on this if I really am stuck. But me and my partner went back to where our tent is, and it was gone.
So ring the place, ring the homeless, see if they can get us a sleeping bag.
Well, I will. I'll ring their fleet. I'll ring the.
You might have a tent. Yeah. I'd really appreciate that if you could see if we could have a tent in the back of the van and the 2 sleeping bags you have anyway. So that's perfect, yeah? I really appreciate that. So, would you be able to do a favour? Would you be able to drop to us first, because it looks like it's going to rain here now, I think, tonight.
Is it a pop-up one or a?
Well, she's asking, is it a pop-up one or is it if it's a 2-cover tent? She goes, he goes, it's not the Digression Hotel you're going to get now.
It's got wallpaper on the inside.
It's got wallpaper on the inside. She wants, stop, you tell it. Yeah, I'm not getting it right. Yeah, that'd be great. We'll take the tent. We'll take the tent. She's just in a kiddie humour now because she's found out we have a tent now for the night.
This is the longest I haven't showered. 4 months. And I know there's showers, but I couldn't be arsed going to them places full of drugs, right? Don't say it too loud, because I don't want to insult anybody, but I did not shower. But I could feel it as a woman. I felt disgusting because I was waking up soaking. My hair was stuck to my head. I felt really run down. I felt I couldn't shave my legs, my armpits. I looked like a gorilla. I looked like a orangutan, and I did. I looked terrible. It's very unhygienic for the girl, because the girl likes to feel a little bit pretty, a little bit nice, even though she's not out to get anyone. She just wants to feel nice in her own self, and I didn't. I didn't. It's very hard for the girl, yeah.
You had a set of woolly socks on.
Want me hairy legs? Yeah, so like it is hard. It's hard for the girl, especially when she gets monthly things and all that. You want to have a shower on, and you're showering you're having showers with wipes. Do you know what I mean? So it is.
You clean yourself basically with wipes, yeah?
Yeah, well, I was washing myself with wipes all the time. I couldn't wash my hair. But I don't know how my hair stayed so not that greasy for so long. I didn't brush it for about a month.
Night,
Good night, man. Love you loud, right? Right? Wake up early in the morning. Just not too loud. Okay? Love you. Good night.
St. Patrick's Day means to me happiness, celebration, parade, people enjoying themselves, everyone getting out there, like just waiting for this lovely parade to come along, and people just being happy, and the day is all about like spreading the joy to each other and just, having a good day.
Sorry, love. Excuse me, love. Would you spare a cigarette, love?
Today's a mad day. I don't know what's happening. 1 minute to the next. Well, as you can see, it's very busy, but nobody's stopping. That's not good. The only time you should look down on someone is when you're helping them back up. There's only one earth, only one life. The way some people treat me isn't very nice. But I hold my head high, try not to cry. You cannot be homeless and be shy. So if we can help out anywhere at all, I'll try to live my life the best I can. Thank you and God bless you.
It's just a wonderful day to be Irish, a proud day to be Irish. I'm proud to be Irish today. Some days I'm not proud to be Irish, but today I am. Like, it wouldn't survive 20 years on the streets without the help and the love of the people of Ireland. If the people of Ireland turned their back on the homeless people, we'd all die in a week. We wouldn't last a week. I wouldn't last a week, would you? Without the help of the public, I wouldn't last a week. I wouldn't last a week.
Spare bed change to homeless, please. Spare bed change, please. Thank you. Spare bed change to homeless, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you don't mind, please. What's good? I like a sandwich if you don't mind, please.
Do you want a pack of fags or anything?
Sorry?
Do you want a pack of fags or anything like that?
Would you be able to give me a pouch of dust, please? It'll last me longer, please.
Which?
A packet of dust, no, tobacco. If you can, please, tobacco.
Amber leaf or something?
Yeah, amber leaf, yeah,
So
that'd
box or just
be. Yeah, no, box will do, yeah. But thank you very much. Appreciate that, appreciate it. Thank you very much. You're a gentleman, thank you. You get me a pouch of amber leaf tobacco. So, yes. Ah, fair play. Thanks very much, sir. Appreciate it. Same to say. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thanks very much. Let me see where I go.
The man that works in the shop came over to me and said to me, I do see you here every morning. Do you have anything nice to wear warm? I said no. So we legged it from here over to the shop, to that shop across the road. And he came back and handed me this beautiful jumper. And I swear, it's a beautiful jumper and it's a nice and warm jumper. And fair play to me.
Yeah, this man, this shop, very nice man. And this man here, a lovely man, two of them, very nice people. No problem for me to sit here, like, you know, and always come out and ask me, am I okay? This man came out and gave me mittens in the winter, you know, out of his shop and stuff, and his son works there, his family, it's a family-run business, I think, but they're all very nice, yeah, very nice. You know, it's about the way he done it, like, you know, it wasn't about the price or anything, it's the prospect of it, of him coming out giving that to me, like, you know, and even the mittens, the little things in life, you know, the niceness of people, like, the kindness of people, yeah.
Irish people are very, very generous when it comes to homeless people, a lot of them are. You know, you will get people that will come up and they will talk to you and they will ask you how you are and where you're from, and they will ask you if you need anything, and they will buy you a sandwich or whatever, and they'll throw a few quid into your cup if you need anything. But a lot of them will just walk past you, you feel like a ghost, you feel like you're sitting here and you're invisible. And it's the most horrible feeling you could ever feel in your life, is that feeling of invisibility.
That's heartbreaking. People don't even look at you. Out of every 100 people, one might look at you, one might give you 5 pence. You know, and that's been straight with you. And it is frustrating sometimes, because I talk nice to everybody. Please, thank you, God bless you, have a good day. Don't get too drunk on St. Patrick's Day, you know. There's thousands of things like that I says.
Like, you're not exist. Like, I'm not anymore this world. I'm just a ghost walking around. Nobody can see me.
Then some people comment when they're passing, like, what did I have the other day? Someone said to me, do you want a job? And I looked at him and he said, I only good at picking mushrooms. And another fella joked, magic mushrooms. So straight away, that's a drug thing, like, you know. And I was like, he needs to go Specsavers, I said, because I'm not on drugs, like, you know. But I don't plan on being homeless, like, I'm working on getting out of it at the moment, you know.
Have a bit of change, please, love. God bless, for a cup of tea. You come up here when I'm sleeping and urinate. It's disgusting. And I asked them, don't come up here. Please don't. And they still go to the toilet there. Terrible. Isn't it? Isn't it? Terrible, isn't it? You know, that you can't sleep in a place. And I said, oh yeah, go sleep. I'm only down here to your toilet. It's disgusting. There's no respect, you know what I mean? And they'll come in here, and I've noticed then that they know that I'm sleeping here, right? And they'll have toilet all the way down on both sides. It's almost as if they've done it intentionally.
People look down and think you're a lowlife. You look down at you. You're like scum, you know? You look down at you, like. That's what I think. But it could happen to anyone, you know? I don't know. We're all human at the end of the day, innit?
I'm a human being like everyone else, you know? It's just everyone has made mistakes in their lives. You've made mistakes, she'd made, everyone has made mistakes. And now I'm sitting here with a cup. Makes it look like that I'm a bum. I'm a nothing but a waster. I've never done nothing in my life. When people really don't know my past, they don't know that I'm a qualified painter and decorator. I'm a great guitar player, but people don't see that. People just see he's nobody. He's just basically that. So that's the way I look at it, yeah.
I was a great footballer. I had great potential in life to be really successful at football.
I was good in table tennis. There I was good. After that, starting, I was playing around 15 years. I was twice first place in Latvia.
Well, no, good, great writing poems and that, you know. Do you know what, fair play to you, love. God bless you, love. Do you know what, you're an absolute angel. God bless you, love.
Thank you very much. A bit. I always wanted to be a bit. Yeah, I love animals. Yeah.
I'd love to go to New York. That's my only hope I want before I die is New York. I always dreamt about going, but that's about it. I heard it's lovely, but I don't know. I'd like to go though.
Be an actor or something, you know. Abroad or something, yeah. I don't know what I'm saying, man. Jesus. You're asking what I don't know. Yeah, probably when you're young you do, don't you? But you watch a lot of American films, like, oh, I'd love to be one of those American actors, you know, making all the big money, you know. Buy your family loads of trailers and, you know, a nice house or something, you know. But, yeah. But you grow out of that, don't you? The childishness and, I don't know, something gets in the way of your hopes and dreams. I don't know, something, I don't know. Bad luck. I tried to scratch cards earlier, I did not win. Better luck next time.
It's just waking up in the morning time. That's it, waking up in the morning time and being very hot, dehydrated. Not being able to store food in the tent because it's too hot. Just takes your energy. I collapsed there 2 weeks ago in the clinic and I had to go to the hospital because my body was just dehydrated. Fucking hell. What are you doing? I'm going down to get my methadone. It's too hot in here, I can't hack it. What are you doing?
I don't care.
Are you staying there? Well, I'm going down, right?
I'll follow you
I
down
can't
a
stick
minute.
this. What?
Follow you down a minute.
Well, I'm going to go down and make sure we get a spot and all and get money and that, right? Because I can't stick that heat in there, it's too much. All right?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Right, okay, right then. Well, come here, look, give me a shout and we're on the way down, won't you?
Yeah, well,
Right,
I'll follow you down.
Yeah, because it's horrible, it's full of bleeding ants and all, it's disgusting it is. Do you know what I mean? We're in here now, what, 5 months now?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm just bringing a few bits down with me to sit on down there now. Yeah, emotional, depressing, feel like I'm going nowhere, no motivation.
Every night going to sleep.
I cry waking up, walking down the road, trying to find energy, trying to figure out how I'm going to get the energy, how I'm going to get through my day. Worrying about coming back. Am I going to come back to a tent because they took 2 or 3 of them already on us and took all our clothes. Worrying about eating, worrying about having our phones charged, not being in contact with anybody. Sometimes it's lonely. It's lonely even though we have each other, I still feel lonely, like we're broken, in bits and broken. Just because the outside might look clean, fresh and clean clothes, it doesn't mean anything. It's all up here.
Psychologically.
The head is powerful and suicidal sometimes, most of the time. Since I moved into this tent, this heat, I don't want to live in a tent anymore. You know what I mean? There's no shower, there's nowhere to go to the toilet. I had to expose myself in front of the people and put my hood up because I'm embarrassed in case someone might notice me. I'm not looking after myself. I still have a road to go down. for my drug use. It's not as bad as it was, but it's not gone.
Spare a bit of change, sir.
Any spare change, please? Thank you for the homeless. God bless, thank you.
Spare some weather, isn't it? Bleeding hot, isn't it, roasting? Yeah, don't come back no more. Don't come back no more. Spare a bit of change, please, Lou. Thanks, have a nice day, God bless.
When you're homeless on the street, you meet all different kinds of people. You're meeting like people that are on drugs, that have very bad drug habits. You have people that have drink habits. You have people that, you know, they're lost, something has broken them in their life. Like most people I bet, they're broken inside from a trauma in their life. Like.
I had a rough childhood growing up. I used to live everywhere, tents, trailers.
Came from a broken home and my mother walked away from me when I was 10.
Abused as a child, mum left home abused.
It was abused, you know what I mean? So fuck that shit, you know what I mean? Fuck that.
It was horrible. It was hell.
I have panic attacks and everything because of how powerful and how unwanted I feel.
I self-harm. It's the only way, because I can't take my temper out on no one else, so I take it out myself.
My uncle, which it was more like my brother, committed suicide when I was 23, and that sent me on a spiral of downhill drug addiction, and that's where it started. Like a lot of country people you meet up here, they left home because of grief.
I lost both my parents during the pandemic, and that's where it all started off for me, like, really. Yeah.
I was only 10 when my mum died. She died from suicide, from the gas.
Before I go to sleep every night, the thing in my brain is when he was beating my mama in the shovel in the snow.
I don't know, still to this day I think about it constantly. Like, then my dad was missing for 3 days and we couldn't find him. The whole of, oh, again, settlement again. The whole of everywhere was open, and police everywhere. Next of all, my dad was found. He was standing at the Liffey for 3 days. So I wanted to go in. Wanted to go in. I did it myself a few weeks ago. Well, it'd been 4 months now ago I did it. And I did it twice when I had to do that. Just totally fed up with what I was going through. And that's being honest. Just all the homelessness, everything. Sleeping at SIP too, it just all got in on me. I just jumped. And a little man about this size he was, China, he was Philippines or something with glasses, never forgotten. He lived in the apartments facing where I jumped at Fear Street. He lived in there, he was having a party. And him and his friends were out in the veranda apparently. And he seen me jump off the bridge and he came down. Yeah, at 5 o'clock in the morning, he came down. And here he was, and he grabbed me, and the more I was pulling him, I was pulling him in. Do you know what I mean? Because he was so small, and I was pulling him. He said, don't worry, just hang on. I'd love to see him again. Just to say thank you, give him something and say thank you, you know what I mean? So never let you get one bad day, never let it get you. Don't ever do it.
Any change, lads? Have a lovely day. Enjoy your chicken. Oh, thank you. How are you? This is another good girl. She's a good friend. She brings me coffees all the time. What's my name?
Martin, how are you?
Am I a bad person? I'm a good person.
Yeah, you okay?
Oh, yeah, thanks. That's what me, yeah, it happened the other day. Yeah, I got attacked, you know. These 4 guys jumped on me over there. Oh, thank the chocolate. You see, there is good people, you see. Always brings me a coffee. I am. You're on video. Say hello. Lovely lady. See you later, right? Yeah, talk to you again. Thank you. I see the good in life. And I try, even though I get attacked and hurt and stuff like that a lot, I still try and think positive. And I did have goals, I did have dreams, yeah, but the drugs got in the way, you know? The curse of drugs, you know?
I was young when I got into heroin. The first time I done it, it was like, say, yeah, you hug your mother, like, you know what I mean? It's that warm feeling, like, it's something that's there for you, that's constantly there for you. It won't let you down, but it does let you down. But you don't remember the bad times of it, when you're dying sick from it, or you just remember the good times. Mother and father were the best that they could be. They went above and beyond. My dad was a continental truck driver, so it was just my mother basically in the house all the time. So I was able to get away with a lot of things,
I have a lovely family, real respectable family. Well, I ended up on drugs because I love drugs, to be honest with you. I love getting high. I hate the consequences of it, but I love the actual act of getting high. It's like a warm blanket for a while, and then it's a very cold blanket at the end, you know?
It is, it's like a warm blanket. People might think it's your best friend. You might think it's your best friend because you might be lonely. You might have nobody, because nobody can be around you anymore because you don't know what to do with you. And that's what happened to me. I thought, fuck them. You know, like what did I do on them? And it was all them, but it's down to me. I didn't hurt them, they just couldn't be around me looking at me killing myself.
My mum here is lovely, I love her to bits. She rings me every day at 1 o'clock, bang on 1 o'clock every day. She rings me, she doesn't miss a call. But people do judge here. My first experience with drugs was smoking cannabis. Then, when I used to go to nightclubs, I'd take ecstasy, cocaine, and then I end up dabbling in heroin. But I'm clean now, so that's all I have. I just have to, every day is a battle to stay clean. But with 3 friends that died, mate, it's not nice talk.
It's like half devil, half God kind of thing, where it's loving you, it's taking care of you, but in a way it's tearing your whole life apart. The drugs have my life destroyed. Basically, in a nutshell, drugs have taken everything from me. But you just don't want to let go of it, like, it's just too nice to you. And then it has you on your knees crying. I can tell you now, I've been on my knees crying. But I ended up with a gangrene, flesh-eating virus, RSMA bug. And I was in a coma for about 10 months altogether I was. And they wanted to amputate my leg, but they woke me up out of the coma. And I was in a room, the nurse never said that, and I just woke up thinking it was the next day, the day that I went into the hospital. And the doctors came in, and they wanted me to sign a piece of paper for them to amputate my leg. But I said no, like, I said, I'm not signing that. I said, I'm only here a day or two, and you want to amputate my leg? He goes, no, you're here nearly 10 months. I goes, what are you on about? He goes, did the nurse not tell you? I goes, no, no one told me anything. I says, what are you on about 10 months? I goes, what are you on about? I goes, like, it's only Wednesday, I came in Tuesday. He goes, no, it's 10 months later. And I was just baffled, like, I just couldn't get my head around this. And the first thing I said to them, oh, where's my methadone? That's the first thing that came out of my mouth, basically. Thinking, like, I was 10 months clean off everything, in the reduced coma. But I still wanted my methadone.
That's how bad it is. Like, you get that into your head, you want it. You don't care, you want it. But lucky enough, I didn't sign it, because I still have my leg today, like, thank God.
But there's a new drug in town, and it's called crack cocaine. That's overtaken everything. It lasts only a minute. It's a quick high, and then it's like a craving then. It's just when it has you. And then you realise, yeah, you've no home. I know people that have lost their home, lost their family, lost their kids, lost their self, lost their job, lost their car, lost everything. Everything. And they're living on the streets, and they're just empty. Like, you know, if one person's selling, they're all like a bunch of flies around you. And if they don't have it, if that person is selling out and a couple are left out, you just see it. It's like Santa Claus forgot to bring his presents to the little kids. They're just devastated. Devastated. And they're killing each other for that bit, for that one little bit, that they're ruining their whole life.
That's Dublin City. Dublin City, I can never remember it the same. You know, I met a little girl yesterday, she's about that size, she's only about 12 years old, she's smoking crack cocaine. You know, Merchant's Quay, right on Merchant's Quay, sitting down in the corner, her friend sitting beside her, and she was, I said, love, can you not go someplace where there's kids not walking up and down? You know what she said to me? Mind your own business.
Since the crack came into the town, it has ruined everybody. And that's no word of a lie. Crack cocaine, please, everybody that's out there listening, never go near crack cocaine or heroin or any kind of drug, because it's not worth it. I wish it was a button on a clock, I'd press that and rewind. Because I know from the start what I was, and then look where it brought me to. It brought me to all this kind of situation, being homeless, being on drugs. It's not nice.
So, listen, what I was going to say to you, were you at the hospital today? For your dialysis, okay, and how's that going for you? All right, are you getting better on her? When are you getting a kidney? What, are you going to look to one of the family to help you out with it? Are they? Okay, right. Well, listen, I'm always here if I can, but I don't... Mine will be burnt out, my kidney. What do you mean? When I've offered it to you, didn't I?
Right, so basically, what do I need to do? Like, I'm asking what do I need to do, and I feel like you're just brushing me off. Do you know what I mean? And all I want is a roof over my head. I'm not looking for the sun, moon, and stars. I'm not looking for anything. I'm not looking for anything major. Just a roof over my head.
Spare bit of change. God bless her. Spare bit of change. God bless. Have a nice day. It's getting tougher. The climate change and Ukraine has added a lot more pressure on us homeless. And it's hard. It's difficult now for us.
Yeah, you can ring up and you might get a bed for the night, but then you might get it for the night, but then like you could ring tomorrow night and there might be a bed there. So that's not a solution. Like, you know, that's not a solution. That's only run you from one place to another. Like, my opinion, be honest with you, but like, this homeless crisis, like, it's going on as years and years, like, in this country, like, you know, and it's getting worse. You know, it's getting worse, like, you know.
It's a bit scary, and you know, places, probably not enough places for all of us, but we all deserve something, do you know what I mean? Everyone deserves to be treated the same. I'm gonna succeed. I don't care, I am. I'm gonna get there.
Any small change, please? Thanks very much. You buy us a cup of tea, even?
Hiya, Martin.
Hi, how are you? How's it going? How are you? Oh, who's this?
Mindy's back.
I think I remember you. Are you Mindy?
Is she excited? She's very excited.
Hello.
When I was 17 and Martin was 11, I was a street trader and I used to sell jewellery on Lower Grafton Street, illegal street trading. And then one day, some of the homeless kids robbed my ring box, and that was a real betrayal because I liked them. And that means that I'm selling rings for a £5 and they might have robbed about 30 rings. So it was a lot of money for me at the time. And he retrieved it and gave it back to me. And he said, "You've always been good to us, and I didn't think that was fair." And I said, "Thank you," and I think we fell in love.
Yeah.
I think that was it. That was our friendship for life. It was just such a lovely thing to do. And there's a few photos we have. Little did we know we'd treasure them so much.
No,
Although we
yeah.
knew we were good mates, like. Yeah. And once, loads of times we went out, and we went for a day out in Dalkey Island, and it was really lovely. And I've watched Martin, I've watched Martin frankly being neglected by the state ever since. So that was when you were 11, and he was homeless pretty much. And in fairness, his mummy and daddy are really loving, really caring, beautiful people, I know them well, but they had 16 kids. And when you have 16 kids, it's too hard, and I think you need a hand. And I don't think he got the hand that he should have got. The state, they lifted him off the streets and put him into a place that was not safe at all, you know. And I'm not saying anything happened to you, but I am saying there was a paedophile ring in that place, and it was a disgrace what happened to the most vulnerable children in society. And that has repercussions, and we've seen this a million times over. He ended up, I think, you know, in troubles, lots of different kind of challenges, like with addiction and things like that. Yeah. And years ago, I remember listening to John Lonergan from the ex-governor of Mountjoy, and he was talking about how people aren't just homeless, they're homeless in spirit. And that, I really got that, because I know Martin, that there's a fundamental, you feel there's no home. He'd got accommodation, he'd got some sort of support, right? And I remember you saying to me, it's kind of like, it's kind of suicide or drugs. Life is so depressing right now. I have nothing. I've just got myself, Mindy, and there's just nothing.
But where does that come from? That comes from poverty. It comes from, you know, it's about putting money into the healthcare service, into treatment centres, into helping people with drug problems, and not just pushing us to the side, saying they're all right. They can sleep in their sleeping bags, they can sleep in their tents, and they can tap on the side of the street with their cups. They're happy doing that, taking their drugs, they're all right, you know? When really that's not the case. The case is I'm unhappy, I'm miserable, I want my life back, I want a better life. I want to get a job back, I want to get my life back, I want to get a flat back, I want to have a good life again, and that's the bottom line.
If it says, I'm going to say it out down there, just talk. Say it over. Go, answer.
Hello? Hello? Got the free phone? Yeah. I'll stick you on there, man.
Yeah, put them on to me, yeah, because I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that call. I'm waiting for that call. Hello? Hey, how are you? Yeah, hopefully it's good news, is it? Yeah? Are you got the bedroom? No way. Brilliant. You know how long I've been waiting for this. Yeah, I know. A fair play to you. Yeah, you skipped us up, fair play. Yeah, I know, because you did come down, you're coming down every night with food and all that. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Shame we got a bed. Oh, give us a hug, give us a hug, give us a hug. Yeah. I love you, right?
Love. Everything is love. My opinion. You know, everything is love. That's my opinion.
Don't really like talking about love because it actually makes me emotional. Because I miss everybody.
I do love Shane. I do love him. But I don't love myself. But baby steps for the moment.
I hate myself. I hate what I've done to my family. I hate what I've done to my daughter. I hate what I've done to my partner, my ex-partner. Being honest, I don't know how to put that into words. Like, the questions they're asking me right now, like, I really don't. I'm tongue-tied on them, honestly, I am. I don't know how to. I really don't.
I realised that one thing, I always seem to be on my own. You know, it's the way things are. I always seem to be on my own. Everyone else has got somebody or they're with somebody, but I always seem to be on my own. I don't know why if that's the way I want it to be, but that's the way it is. But one thing I do for sure is say a prayer every night. If I'm having a bad day, I'll say a prayer.
Hot chocolate, please. This is Joe. He's lost both his mother and father, foster mother and father. So he's experienced it as well, and he's been a great kind of support to me, to talk to me. And like, I was lost for a long time, like in very bad depression and in a dark hole, and he's got me out of it, like, you know, he knows me better than myself sometimes, so he's got me out of it, talking positive. And our tent was up by the canal up by Portobello. There was rats running around, and a lot of people would turn to drugs, alcohol. They would turn to just something to take the pain away from them, take that trauma away, take another day away from them. And a lot of people look down on people like that and they say, the fucking junkies or this or that. They haven't a clue, like they just thought for 2 seconds what people went through, you know? So the last time we interviewed, I met this lovely woman that I explained my story to, and she gave me, like, she would call me and say if I need cleaning, done her home, like her family home. And I said, no problem, and I'd go and I'd clean the house. What I'd do is scrubbing as much as I could, and she used to love my work. She just loves my work the way I cleaned, because she'd always compliment me. She does this perfect, great and everything. So it gives me a boost, and I done a course on becoming I got my pass for being a qualified cleaner. So I'm proud of myself for that as well, so I can go further in the future to better myself. And I just wish now that it all stays smooth and no bumps that'll send me backwards, like, you know, and all my paperwork will go through properly, and I'll have no problems, that I'll be able to keep my accommodation secure and not lose it, and get work and just never end up back in that situation again, you know? That's my focus, like, you know?
And it's just a fast limerick that I wrote from a man from Limerick. The Emerald Isle is knowing further good workers that are top of our trade. Just like myself, a carpenter, I never had to worry about being paid. Before you know it, you're sitting on the street without a coat, freezing from head to feet. Now I'm here with a life of uncertainty, thinking how I'm going to send my kids to university. We have such special people with brains to burn. Now you walk up the street and everywhere you turn, a tent, a person in a doorway, people walking past like it's okay. I'm astounded that a great nation is losing its reputation. We can't just blame our politicians. They can't handle it. It's going out of control. So they're up in the Dáil arguing about smokeless coal. They say to fix the Emerald Isle, we need to build more apartments. But how will that work when addicts can't get up to go to work to their apartments? Addiction is a disease that the minority have. Most people just walk by and laugh. The pain that they feel, they just wish it would ease. Please listen and take a minute and think it was you living in this position. That's it.
Now you know, next step is for you to go and me do, and to get a bit of therapy. Yeah, right. And you know, feel a lot better about myself. But I'm delighted with that now. So yeah, we move in today. Goodbye, Sex Pit. Don't even want to ever see it again. We have a house now. We've got somewhere to live. I'm so happy. Woo! Yeah, woo!
Right,
Give me the woo!
Woo!
Yeah, he's not excited as I am.
Tired.
He's not excited as I am.
I'm tired.
I'm very appreciative of the house that we're gonna have.
It has a toilet, thank God. It has a shower, has a bed.
Heating.
A
washing machine. Basically all the things that we all need.
And a bed.
And listen, and there's hope. There is hope.
But that devil on me back is saying as well, you haven't got hope, you're at that age in your life. What's the point? But I know I have to get myself up off the ground, dust myself off and get on with life. But it won't let me. I just give in to it all the time. I'm just glutton for punishment. Basically, that's all I do. I beat myself up over these things.
I like the shiny jacket.
Thank you.
Very nice, yeah. Halloween, when you had a place, movies on TV and just eating plenty of sweets and, you know, for me, yeah, it means better money on the street. You're getting a few bob, you know. Come down, Dublin. Will you have a drink later for Halloween? What's your plan for the evening, Jerry? For Halloween?
To watch horror movies.
Yeah?
That's my plan for Halloween.
Oh, Christmas, Jesus. It's emotional. Very sad. Oh God, I can't believe we're going to be out in the cold weather, come bad days and everything. I've had more problems this year now than any other year. Lovely man. Have a good evening. Happy Christmas, sir. Scrooge.
So basically this is our first time here as
it is our first time,
first Christmas together. I really didn't celebrate Christmas as a child. What age are you when you left the house?
4.
4, okay, right, grand.
Through tragic circumstances.
Yeah, all right. So you left your ma, and then you got to go there, right? Okay, right. I don't want to get into it. Just asking what it was like in North, because I didn't have it like that, nothing like that in my house.
I don't really remember Christmas.
No, I didn't have anything like that in my house. Not at all. Not at all. So far, so good where we are. We made that.
And they're proud, they're happy with us.
Yeah, because we're clean. Well. Yeah, we are doing well, all right. We're doing well so far. That can all change in a second. What's your happy ending?
My happy ending will be the two of us just to have a romantic Christmas.
Be drug-free, Shane.
Drug-free. So what's your happy ending?
My happy is to be drug-free, Shane.
Yeah, kind of good time. It's too hard, it is hard, but we can do it.
Yesterday morning, I was sitting here, and this girl came in, and she said, Martin, I'm freezing with the cold. And it was very cold yesterday, remember? And I said, what's wrong? She said, I'm freezing, I'm not well. Can I have your sleeping bag? I said, of course you can have it. I said, no, it's only a sleeping bag. She said, thank you so much, she said, you know. And I done a good thing, giving you the sleeping bag because you were cold. Oh, God. Tired. Oh, good night, man.